Oh my gosh, Jon Glaser, welcome back to the show. Wow, yeah,
How's it going?
Doing good. I didn't know you. Did you run here? What's going on, buddy?
Yeah, I have. I'm training for a trail half marathon in May, and I'm trying to work everything into my my running schedule, and I had to do a big run today, so I just thought I would run from Brooklyn to the studio. I would have tried to get the run out in the morning, but we had parent-teacher conferences for my daughter. She's doing great in school. They broke up the clique that she had, so things are going good with that. But yeah, I just, I'm like, let me get my run in. We mic'd me up at home, and I just got here, and it was a good run. It's good weather. I love this weather, the 30s.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, it felt good. It felt good.
Welcome to the show. You want to?
Thank you.
You have a lot of gear on.
Yeah.
I know Jon Glaser loves gear. Could you walk me through some of the gear that you actually have on you there?
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of my trail stuff. I got my trail shoes on, which have a little more cushion that I like for the trails. I like a flatter shoe for the road. Everything else pretty standard. I got, compression sleeves for my calves, compression shorts over my running shorts, tank, wool base layer, arm warmers. They're actually for biking, but they work great for running.
Wow.
Nice Polartec hat and shades. I'm sorry I said shades, but... and then I got my trail vest, which is great. It's got, you got a water bottle. Sometimes I'll do one of the bladders with the, the tube, but I like to be hands-free with my water. You got to hydrate.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Is that how you did it there? You squeeze it from the bottom.
You can take it out. You can also leave it in. I'm just being quick because I'm tired. The nice thing about this pack is you can load up a lot in the back. You can put a lot of your supplies. Actually, if you unzip, I got a couple things I can show you.
Oh, sure, of course.
I got my windbreaker, in case it got cold.
Oh, yeah.
And then also for after my run, I got my foot-long sub.
No,
but you can put that back. I'll eat it later. I'm not going to have my meal on the desk. It'll be messy. I have too much respect for the talk show genre, so you can put that
absolutely.
back in there.
Jon, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, but
I mean, that's amazing. Welcome and thank you so much. I love the show. Jon Glaser loves gear.
Thank you.
How would you describe the show to anyone watching?
It's basically, at its core, there's a lot of truth there. It's a fake reality show about the fact that I genuinely do love gear, but it is a mostly scripted thing with reality elements. And but it's true. I do love gear, and we do a lot of stupid topics. Like we do. Well, they're not stupid; they're all real. But we'll do like a tennis episode that morphs into baby gear. We did an episode about football, where my son is going to play football, but then I find out he's not playing football. He's been lying to me and taking magic lessons.
So every theme doesn't quite get to what the theme of the episode really is.
Correct. We did a basketball episode that turned into wheelchair basketball because I got a vasectomy and I'm in too much pain to play. and I'm basically playing kind of an ass version of myself in the show who would have the nerve to join a wheelchair basketball league because he got a vasectomy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really dumb. It's a dumb show. Yeah.
Oh, it's very, very funny.
Man, I'm so tired because I actually really ran here.
Oh my, that is not true. Do people believe that it is real though when they do? Have you seen commenters where people are like, "I can't believe you just said that," or?
I think there's a good element of confusion, which I actually like. One of the jokes we have in the show is that I have my real family and a fake family. And the idea there is that my real wife doesn't want to be on camera, so we blur her face to protect her identity. And I won't put my children on camera, so we blur my kids' faces. But the network wants, because it's a reality show, they want to see me and my family, so I hire actors to play my family.
Yeah. Here's a picture of what it looks like. There's kind of both families in the same shot. That's your... And this is your fake daughter and son and your fake wife.
Yes.
And that is your real family in this...
Yes. And then, of course, Ass Me in the show hired like a young, hot Icelandic model to play my wife. But even that, it's not, people say, so that's your real wife, right? And it's an actress who's playing my real wife. There's all these weird lines that are blurred and confusing, but I love that about the show.
Both of these families are fake. But in this episode, though, you go skydiving, and my question to Jon Glaser, now I think I'm speaking to the person, not the actor, but did you really go skydiving?
Well, that is the finale episode, and it just aired last night. So now if you want to see the show, you can go on demand and watch all the episodes from this and the first season. So I don't want to give that away. It's, it's a pretty big, like, will he or won't he? So I don't want to say whether I did. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't.
Yeah, but I saw you do it.
That was the lamest, ooh.
Yeah, they were like, we kind of really, it'd be fine if it was
Yeah, whatever, you did or you didn't. So what?
Wait, but someone, but why wouldn't you say, if you did skydive, say you did? I mean, was that a great experience?
Well, if I did, I'm sure it would have been incredible. And if I didn't, then I didn't. But you got to watch and find out.
I know, but say you didn't do it, yeah? Why wouldn't you do it?
Because it's terrifying. That sounds awful. It was for sure a thing we talked about as the season finale, and I just didn't know if I could really do it, but maybe I did.
This is an amazing cliffhanger right here. Because
Yeah.
I don't know what to believe.
Yeah.
Because I think the real John Glazer would have made it come up with the idea to True TV and said, hey, what if at the finale I skydive, hoping that they would say, that's insane.
Well, that's in the actual episode where I'm asking the network, like, I shouldn't do it, right? And they're like, no, do it. And then I'm very, very terrified that I have to do it. But again, I don't want to say whether I did or not.
All right, you guys got to check it out on demand or at truetv.com.
On and on and on. I said, and it's on and on and on.